Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. I want to wish a Merry Christmas to everyone out there who does celebrate Christmas. If you do celebrate Christmas, a really fun fact or something that makes this especially special this year is the fact that we do have that conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. And yes, they are moving slightly out of conjunction now. They're 1 degree apart, but still very much in that lineup. And so this was called the Star of Bethlehem, right? Because the last time that they were this close together was supposedly when Jesus was born. And so we're very much in that, and that's what they mistook for the Star of Bethlehem, or what they called the Star of Bethlehem. Supposedly was actually this conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. And so what that means really in terms of our ascension and the larger spiritual context is that this is that Christ consciousness energy, right? It is a consciousness. When we step away from religion and we step into the spiritual, we understand that energy as a consciousness that we can all access. And Jesus Christ, as an ascended master, came to this earth to teach about that Christ consciousness, about that unconditional love consciousness and that energy, and how we can step into that and embody that. And so that makes today extremely, extremely special, regardless of what religion you associate with. I don't associate with any particular religion. However, I do work with and associate with Jesus Christ as an ascended master and the energy that Master Jesus was here to teach us. And so I can absolutely appreciate this Christ consciousness energy and what that's bringing to us today on this day. So as I said, those of you that do celebrate, a Merry Christmas to you. Happy whatever it is that you're celebrating today. Even if you are not celebrating anything, just celebrating being alive and being present at this moment in time. I want to wish you a happy existence today, and to really bring in that Christ consciousness energy with everything that we do today. We've been experiencing that ever since the 17th, when Jupiter and Saturn came into conjunction with each other, and we're still very much feeling those energies, this birth of the age of Aquarius, right? This whole new age that we are embarking into right now. It's very exciting. It's very beautiful. And so today is a day that's ruled by the solar plexus chakra, and it is guided by magic. And yes, this is the reading for December 25th, 2020. I don't think that I said that. I started getting into that, all of the other stuff. But yes, that's the day that we are doing the reading for. And this blue monkey energy is really fun because this energy is all about play, magic, and illusion. And so it's really about playing with the illusion of life. The monkey energy, he is the trickster. He is the creator. He weaves illusion and magic. He likes to play. This is a very light-hearted energy. It is an energy, especially when we pair it with the spectral tone, which is all about dissolving, releasing, and liberation. It is an energy that can come off chaotic sometimes, because this is the energy where we're being asked to work through and release and liberate ourselves from any illusions, and to create what it is that we want to create, to really play with the magic and really understand our role in that as the magician. This is a very Uranian energy. This is a very magician energy from the tarot deck. If you work with those archetypes, it's very much about us being the masters of the illusion and us being open to the ways that things are falling apart and dissolving and changing, and really looking at any obstacles that come up today, anything that's being removed, anything that is not working the way we had expected or planned, as an opportunity and as a fun challenge, and taking that playful sort of stance with it. Like, okay, so that's not working out. How can I play with this? What can I make work? What can I make happen? How can I ride the waves of today? And just really enjoy it and have that childlike enthusiasm, right? It's like that childlike enthusiasm, but also that understanding of our incredible and immense power to affect that illusion and play with that illusion. So really fun. It's an energy we're being asked to dissolve rigidity and control, to really step into that spontaneous sort of energy today, to weave new patterns, construct solutions, artistic expression and invention, right? A lot of really fun energy. And I love this quote: as you freely play, the importance is taken off who you think you are, leaving room to explore all that you actually are. And so that's what we're being asked to do today, is to release the rigidity around who we think we are and explore who it is that we actually are when we let go of all those preconceived notions and concepts about ourselves, about our lives, and the way we think that everything is supposed to play out. And so the affirmation for today is: I dissolve in order to play, releasing illusion. I seal the process of magic with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by my own power doubled. And we're really being asked to step into that receptive, creative energy today, because the moon is still in loose conjunction with Uranus in the sign of Taurus, but it's also sextile to Neptune. So there's a lot of that mysterious, elusive energy in the air today. There's a lot of that highly intuitive energy, but there's like a charge to it. There's a spark to it today. So really enjoying that, sinking into that, playing with that, having fun with that, and wherever it is that the day is wanting to take us. We do still have some tense aspects going on, but some of those have started to loosen up a little bit. Mars is still very much conjunct Eris. We have it in an exact square with Pluto today. That final square between Mars and Pluto becoming very exact. And so that's a lot of stuff related to our empowerment coming up, to our shadow aspects, especially where that relates to our empowerment, our sexuality, all of that. All of those energies still very much at play and still coming up, but we're asking to just allow things to be what they are. We have a lot of that, our healing process with some squares to Chiron, really calling us back to that wounded aspect of our nature so that we can heal it and address it. But we can utilize this blue monkey energy to really play with that and to not get too serious about it, to take a more lighthearted approach to whatever is coming up for us and whatever it is that we are seeing and realizing, and really just allow ourselves to shift and morph today. So it's like a very highly magical energy coming through. And yes, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this reading recorded tomorrow, as I am going to spend time with my family. So I'm recording this. It's been back-to-back videos that I've been doing this morning. So my energy is cranking right now. So I apologize if it's a little bit all over the place, but it's a lot. It's a lot of really interesting, really fun energies over the next couple days that we're experiencing. And so I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the fun, the flow, the spontaneity, the possibility, right? We're opening ourselves up to all the possibilities, opening ourselves up to look and view our healing process from a whole different viewpoint, from a whole different angle and perspective and stance, and really allowing that flow today. Clear. So we're going to pull a couple Moonology cards to get us started here and see what guidance they have for us. December 25th, 2020. December 25th, 2020. All right. And so we have, look at the bigger picture and you are very close to achieving your goal. And so this is, once again, this is making me think of this energy where we are feeling blocked in some aspects, right, with that Mars square Pluto energy, and really understanding that we're a lot closer to what it is that we are wanting to achieve than we think we are. And so that's once again where this monkey energy comes in, this spontaneity, this allowing things to morph and shift, and to not get bogged down in the details. We don't want to get bogged down in the little details tonight and trying to control all of those details. We want to look at the bigger picture. We want to expand our vision, expand beyond, past the minor roadblocks, right? And the minor things that are coming up for us right now, and get that higher, more expanded vision of the situation and understand, see those obstacles as opportunities. How can I creatively work around this? What can I learn from this, right? What can I take from this experience? How can I now try to approach things from a different angle? And knowing that that different angle that we're approaching things from may be exactly what we need in order to actually achieve what we want. So really having that more Uranian really perspective to the situation. And then we have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. And so there is there is also a personal, and for some of us, it may be that whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish, there's been something in the way in our personal lives, some interaction with another person maybe, so it might be a relationship thing, a family thing, something that we feel has been an obstacle towards our achieving of what it is that we're wanting to achieve. And this is really what this is saying, is that actually wasn't an obstacle all along. That was actually helpful. Whatever that energy was and what you had to learn, and in the process of sort of moving through that, was actually helping you to achieve your goal all along. That's what this look at the bigger picture energy is. How is this actually, this issue that I've been sort of focusing on as like a roadblock or a problem, how is that actually helpful to me? And how can I then understand that whole situation from a different context when I see how it has actually been assisting me instead of hindering me this entire time? So that's really interesting. And then we have on the bottom of the deck, new moon eclipse. Yeah, I got to slow down here. Woo! New moon eclipse, expect powerful change. So expect powerful change in whatever this situation is. And know that like that change is coming probably a lot more quickly than you think. Once you can view this from a different perspective and understand how the situation and the obstacles that you encountered were actually for your highest good and actually more helpful in helping you to get where you were trying to go, that dissolves the energy of that blockage, right? Or that it's no longer an obstacle. And then we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. And so especially if this has to do with a situation in our personal lives, bring love into that situation. See that from a situation of love and compassion, and watch how that transforms the situation. If there is anyone who's struggling in an interaction with an individual or in a family situation, right? And this is the Christmas reading, and so we are all spending time with our families, right? If you are struggling in that area, bring love into that situation. See that person, see that situation from a loving point of view. When we focus loving energy on someone, we automatically open them up, even on an energetic level. Even if they don't realize it on a conscious level, we are making them feel more safe. We are making them feel more heard. We are making them feel more supported. And they naturally begin behaving in a way that reflects that without even realizing that they're responding to the energy that we're putting out. And so really bringing love into every situation and allowing that to transform the situation. And then believe in the impossible, blue moon. Yeah. There are ways that these situations, these obstacles, whatever it is that you are dealing with, can be transformed. Especially, like we said, when you look at the bigger picture, when you see what it's taught you, how it's helped you, and when you bring love into that situation, when you ask for the highest possible outcome to a situation, when you expect and visualize that, when you come into that Christ consciousness energy, right, into that consciousness, the impossible is then made possible. Right? That blue monkey energy teaches us nothing is actually impossible. And so really knowing that and feeling that today. And we're going to pull a Beyond Lemuria card. Clear. What guidance do we have from Beyond Lemuria, from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle, from the Lemurians? What can we learn? What are we being asked to look at or focus on? Give us some energy here. Okay. So we have the Star Seer and Luminescence coming out. And we're going to go to the book and see what the book has to say. I've never seen the Star Seer card. Let's see. Listen to your intuition, trust the holistic journey. Dreams finding their way into being, right? The bigger picture, a more aligned outcome than expected, and clarity of the greater path. Have you ever headed toward a specific destination, but instead of being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Is this not what we were just talking about? right? The detours, the obstacles, allowing ourselves to be spontaneous and flow. Everything happening for a reason. That's the bigger picture. The hindrances actually being helping hands. Oh, I love when these tie it together for us. Have you ever felt the universe was conspiring against you and nothing seemed to be working out as planned, but then everything came together in a way that was so perfect? This card is about the journey not going as planned, but the outcome being better than you thought possible. When we set our dreams and intentions, internal or external shifts may need to occur before we start to see results. Outdated doors may need to close. Ideas that you are holding back may need to transform. Life's winding roads may make it seem as though you are off your path, despite how right your decisions may feel. Trust and know that your higher self may have bigger plans for you. There may be some adventures on the way, or not. The road you take depends on how ready you are and the distance between your current life and the one that you are dreaming into being. Right? How aligned are we? Sometimes the events and circumstances that bring us into alignment are not what we expected. This card depicts intuition as a goddess. She is lifting you out of the clouds of confusion and mind noise and showing you the clear way forward. She is your higher self and can see your great potential. Trust your instincts and have faith in your dream. You are already on your way. Keep believing in yourself. Trust in your dreams enough to let the serendipities unfold. Let go enough to allow space for unexpected opportunities. Even when the route is not as direct as you imagined, listen to your intuition and know that you have got this. That is so absolutely perfect and a great way to really tie this all together. And then the luminescence card is all about self-love. Light shining in the darkness, heart-centered living, right? Bring love into the situation. Accepting your shadows is the flip side of your strengths, a vulnerable, wide open heart, and authentic, heartfelt needs. When we choose to journey through life from our hearts, it illuminates the darkness. All illusion drops away and we see what is real. What does self-love look like for you? Self-love is often talked about, but we don't always consider its deeper implications. One of the keys for bringing heaven to earth is the realization of our optimal reality. To create a new earth, not dissimilar to the Lemurian utopia, we navigate or illuminate our journey through our hearts. When our core foundations are integrity and kindness, our choices are ethical and our souls radiate warmth. Hold compassionate space for others and inspire others to carry it forward. Unfortunately, as we travel through life, we often armor ourselves to protect our hearts. We fear them to be delicate and vulnerable, but this is contrary to the incredible power of having a fully open heart. So this is really about, once again, when we radiate that love and kindness, that affects everyone around us and helps them to step into when we step into our own luminescence, it helps others to step into their luminescence as well. And when we approach everything from that pure and open heart-centered state of being, that Christ consciousness, that's that energy coming through, true miracles can happen and do happen in our lives. Yes, so this is all about loving yourself. Loving yourself first. Understanding that the inner reflects the outer. Yeah, and just love, love, love. Bringing that love into every situation. So just really confirming that energy for us, right? And then we have the portal keeper on the bottom of the deck here. And so love that heart portal. Utilizing that heart portal. Really stepping through that. And what else did I want to do? There was something else I was feeling like I wanted to pull for you guys. And now it's just not coming to me. Yes. Okay. I want to do a couple keepers of light. Clear. Thank you. All right. Let's close with a couple of these. So accept the detours. Look at that bigger picture. See where they were leading you, how they were preparing you, how they were actually assisting you in what it is that you were working toward. Believe in that impossible and come from that Christ consciousness state, that love-centered, open heart space, and project that energy and allow other people to step into that energy with you. Invite them to step into that and move into that energy so that you can find solutions from that place of heart-centered communication and connection. And then we have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. So a lot of that heart energy coming through so strongly today, that portal of the heart, really stepping into that and acting from that place. That acceptance energy coming through strong, right? Yep. Giving and receiving in balance, that's part of how we balance and heal those heart energies, is by allowing us ourselves to receive and also giving freely and giving from that place of love. So in some situations, it might also be not looking so much at what other people can do for you or what you need from other people, but also like, what can you give to somebody else? What can you contribute to a situation? And then Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. This is also the Buddha's making me think of non-attachment. Releasing attachment, right? And that's stepping into this blue monkey energy too. That's stepping into this energy of spontaneity. Release your attachment to how you feel a situation is supposed to work out, to what that situation is supposed to look like, to what the journey is supposed to look like. Allow the journey to unfold and learn the lessons, and allow your awareness and your understanding and your compassion to increase as a result. That increased compassion and awareness, this deeper level of heart awakening was necessary. And sometimes we don't know how to fully step into unconditional loving energy until we have to find that within ourselves. When we feel as though we are not able to give love as freely, that calls on us to step more deeply into our ability to do so, more deeply into our compassion, right? And then Green Tara, supreme protection. Your protected cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. That move beyond limitation coming through very strongly. And also this beautiful heart-centered loving energy. Green Tara is very loving. She is this beautiful divine nature being. And so really allowing her to come in and do what she needs to do to help you to move beyond these limitations, to help you to deepen your trust. And to know that you're protected every single step of the way. There may be cords that need to be cut, but you can do that with love too. If you need to distance yourself from a situation, you can do that with love. It's doing it all with love and really appreciating what that situation and that experience taught you. And then Dwal Kul, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Take one step at a time and let that journey unfold as it's trying to, as it's meant to, as it wants to, because it's unfolding exactly the way it needs to. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So that energy just really wanting to come through and end this for us, to remind us to really choose loving thoughts. Think lovingly of every person in every situation. This is really teaching us how to step into that energy when it is the most difficult to do. But we're really being asked to accept the situations, to accept people exactly as they are, and not to try to change circumstances or people to fit our narrative and our expectations, but instead to allow them to be exactly who they are and where they're at, and just radiate that love and acceptance in their direction. And bringing it back to the self-love again. Any situations that we are having with other people, with struggling with love, with compassion, with acceptance, with any of this stuff, bring it back to the self. Heal the self, love the self more deeply. The more deeply we fall in love with ourselves, the more that experience is expressed to us in the outer world. It's just like when we send loving thoughts, we invite someone to step into that vibration with us. When we hold loving thoughts for ourselves, that is reflected in our outer experiences. So really, I feel as though for a lot of people, whatever this journey is that you've been on, that hasn't looked the way you thought it would, that has involved obstacles, especially in relations with other people, that have taken a really long time for you to understand the purpose for. It's been about deepening your own self-love the whole time. So really look at that aspect of it. Wherever those challenges were, it was asking you and calling you to step and fall more deeply in love with yourself. And as you do that as well, the situation will continue to shift and change, and the impossible will become possible, because it was actually possible all along. I love you guys very much. I appreciate you very much. I hope that you have an amazing December 25th. I hope that you really step into and embrace this Christ consciousness energy and everything that it has to offer. If you liked this video, like this video, drop a comment. Let me know how today's going for you. I am thinking of all of you, holding you all in my heart. I love and appreciate you all so very, very infinitely much. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to donate to my channel. Also, my email is down below. Reach out to me if you would like a personal reading, an energy healing, any of the things that I do. They're all listed down below. There's lots of different ways that we can work on opening up this heart energy, opening up this love and this compassion. All right. So, yes, reach out to me if you are interested in that. I love you. I appreciate you. I will talk to you all very, very soon.